Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of April 2021. I hope all my Gemini friends are doing great. As you know, this is a general reading. There will be some parts that do not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards. And this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Gemini. In the past position, we have the Magician, clarified by the Eight of Swords. In the obstacle position, we have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. In the present position, we have Death, clarified by the Eight of Cups. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Temperance, clarified by the High Priestess. A lot of major arcana cards, Gemini, we have in this reading. So definitely it's a very significant reading for you for the month of April. Make sure that you meditate a lot. Make sure that you're ready to manifest, because things are definitely going to be happening for you, Gemini. In the past position, we do have the Magician. He is a major arcana card. He's a significant card. Major arcana cards usually last several weeks, so definitely they bring a lot of change as well. But the Magician is someone who is able to create his own reality. And the divine here is reminding you that you've done that in the past. It's time for you to create a new reality again, because some things have become outdated. Perhaps other things are not moving in the direction you'd like to. Definitely the divine here is calling for you to start creating, manifesting, sharing your ideas, selling your ideas, and kind of, manifesting that new beginning that may be very important to you. It could be, at home, you are trying to manifest something. It could be at work. Definitely it could be a relationship as well as a situation. But the Magician is usually a really good omen that you're going to succeed, because you've taken charge in the past and you were able to succeed in the past. You used your skills, in a new way that was able to kind of generate success for yourself. It's interesting that it's clarified by the Eight of Swords, because of course the Eight of Swords is a card of anxiety. It's a card of feeling a little bit trapped. And for some, it just means being unproductive. Being delayed by fear. The sometimes fear has an effect on us where it creates setbacks and delays, and so that in turn may create some anxiety and kind of rumination of the thoughts, where your thoughts start running away and you're kind of feeling this low vibration energy. Definitely the Eight of Swords is difficult, a little bit of a difficult card. And so this combination, the Magician with the Eight of Swords, suggests that in the past you received mixed messages. It could be that in the past you also had mixed results when it comes to wanting to achieving something or accomplishing something. So definitely you can look back at that as a lesson learned. Now in the obstacle position, we do have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords is a card that is not the most positive, but when you have it as in the obstacle position, the negative effects of it are minimized. The promising side of Seven of Swords, when it is in the obstacle position, is that you are taking more responsibility and you're stepping up to being accountable to different things that you may not have felt you wanted to be accountable for in the past. Definitely Seven of Swords in the obstacle suggests that you may be kind of adopting a new perspective and seeing things with a more clear view. The Seven of Swords definitely also reminds you that you want to be careful how you speak to yourself. You want to be careful to make sure that your anxiety kind of doesn't run away with itself. So make sure that you practice meditation so that you can kind of take low vibration energy and neutralize it, create high vibration energy, which will then definitely help you in achieving your goals and your dreams. Now, the Nine of Pentacles in the clarifying position does suggest and warn you that you may have some big expenses coming up. Usually it's not ideal to have Pentacles in the obstacle position because that means that money may be tight towards the end of April. So you want to make sure that you don't spend more than you earn. You want to make sure that you invest well. You want to make sure that you have some money for the rainy day or those unexpected bills that may sort of come up. But the Nine of Pentacles otherwise in the obstacle position may mean for some of you that you're not really, feeling your happy self lately. It could be that you're perhaps wanting to do some home renovations or wanting to change something, bring in more new and kind of get rid of the old, and there is a little bit of a setback that is not allowing you, to do so, and as a result there's that low vibration energy again. Now in the present position we do have Death, and it is a card of transformation, it is a card of endings, but it's also a card of, starting something new and, seeing reality for what it is and not feeling confused, kind of really understanding how things are working out in, in a relationship or in a situation. The good thing about Death is that it helps you put your past behind you. And it's interesting that it's clarified by the Eight of Cups because, of course, the Eight of Cups is a card of departure. It's a card of a relationship not really going the way you'd like to see it go. And so as a result, there's that distance that is created between you and this person. It could be a relative, it could be a friend, it could be a work colleague, but there is someone that you are not feeling like you're going in the right direction with. And so you are parting ways, if you will, but it's clearing some ground for you to start a new relationship, to bring new things into your life. And that is what basically, our life is all about. It is a cycle. We are on the wave, we are kind of, in between the waves. And then again, we're back on top of the world. And then, we are at the bottom again. It's, if we are kind of anticipating that life works in cycles, then we're able to take advantage of it a little bit more. And endings and transformations definitely bring a lot of opportunities our way. And of course, Temperance in the future outcome position suggests that patience is required in order to figure out what is the way forward. You are going to be spending a little bit of time healing. You're going to be finding balance and harmony in order to, progress forward. But at the same time, there will be progress. It's just not that it's going to be as fast as you would like it to be. Definitely, Temperance is a good omen. It's a card of good timing, that things are transforming themselves so that they can align for you in the best possible way. And it's interesting that Temperance is clarified by the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is a card of secrets. When you receive the High Priestess in the spread, the divine doesn't want you to know what may be coming, or things are still in that transformational energy, so that the clear picture is not available yet. And so it's interesting how things are going to play out for you, Gemini, towards the end of April, because there will be something unexpected that will be happening. The High Priestess is all about mystery and making the impossible possible. She's all about what's happening behind the scenes. You can't really see right away how things are going to turn out, but if you follow your intuition, as the High Priestess suggests, then you will be able to take advantage of opportunities and relationships and situations that are coming your way. Let's see what energy oracle cards I pulled, and we have Patience, we have Hostilities, and we have Woman Holding a Heart. Patience is all very much about temperance, because temperance is also very much about patience. So the divine here is reminding you that you're going to take a little bit of time to yourself, to regroup, to plan ahead, to make sure that you know which direction you're moving to. Patience, a little bit of patience is always a good thing, because it helps you work out potential problems, so that when you are moving ahead in a relationship or in a situation, things are going smoothly for you. Patience is all about letting go of desperation. Things are going to happen in their due time. Unfortunately, you cannot rush the events, so patience is required. Hostilities is all about defenses and aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities toward you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from deceit, because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. But regardless of if this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. Hostilities is not necessarily a card about it's guaranteed you're going to have a conflict. But the conflict that you do have, make sure that you stand true to your beliefs. Make sure that you are following your heart. Also important to be brave and courageous, because a lot of times we want to avoid conflict because it creates discomfort. But standing up for yourself is a really useful skill to have. The woman holding a heart is all about dealing with family. It could be that you have a friend who's going to provide very much needed advice for you in order to resolve something, like a relationship with a relative that needs a little bit of tender love and care, or a little bit of negotiation to agree on something. But definitely a woman holding a heart is a very positive energy coming from someone that is very close to you. There's really someone who wants to see you succeed, and who is kind of praying for you and sending you good vibes as well, which of course is really nice to have. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled, and we have cheer up, live in the moment, good fortune, invite magic in, and face your fears. Definitely, the card of facing your fears, it's all about addressing those things that none of us want to address, because fear creates discomfort, and naturally we stay away from it. But sometimes facing your fears is actually kind of underwhelming, because once you start addressing the fear, it's really not as bad as you may see it, or you picture it in your head. So make sure that you work through all these shadow things that you need to address. All those low vibration energies are coming from somewhere, and it's important to find where, and it's important to figure out what you can do in order to clean up your vibration. Because once you do face your fears, your anger goes away, and your anxiety goes away as well, because you've already done it before. Once you know it, it's much easier to deal with it again. And definitely make sure you focus on living in the moment. That is what the divine is calling you for, because this life is really kind of precious. A lot of time time we spend as people worrying about the future. Well, we have to invest, otherwise when we get old we're not going to have any money. Or we have to think about the future, because once we always need to have things in the pipeline. But it's also important to sometimes to allow life to just happen and not have things in the pipeline, to not know what tomorrow is going to bring, to not know what you're going to say to that person, to not know what you're going to do once you get to that job site or whatever, to not know how, this event is going to turn out or what have you. Sometimes discovering life as it is happening in front of you is exactly what is needed in order for you to develop, even deeper intuition, and as a result get closer to your goals. And definitely there's going to be a bit of luck for you in the month of April, Gemini, so make sure you take advantage of all the opportunities that are coming your way. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Gemini. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.